Mambo ni mengi. Hello guys, muko vipi? Mambo namna gani? Asanteni sana for the support. Inajipa comment section, mnapeleka na rada vizuri. Asanteni. Moving on swiftly. Friday last week but one. My good friend Mwas amelipwa mshande vizuri sana. Najua amefanya vitu zinaitwa economics. Akaona hawezi transfer the money from the phone directly to the bank account, itakata pesa mingi. So he decides, wacha ikae kwa simu, I get to the house, withdraw deposit. I hear the math was mathing. Okay, so kijana akajirusha kwa gari pale Thika Road, headed to somewhere. Akalipa fare but message haijarudi bado. So ameambia Donda, si utulie, ikikuja tu na kushow. Bado haijakuja. Along the way, a certain beautiful lady akapanda, akakaa next to Mwas juu unajua pesa pia inakupeanga some confidence. So the guy decides niaje, and the madam akusikia, and he goes again, mambo. Madam hasikii. So Mwas akathink, okay, nijua amevaa earpods, so maybe okay, it's okay. Along the way message ikarudi ile M-Pesa. Then I'm like, oh wow, yo Donda, ndio hii, si nilikwambia nitakulipa? Ndio hiyo. Kumbe this very beautiful lady here alipata fursa ya kuangalia M-Pesa balance, and out of nowhere the lady goes, excuse me, ulikuwa umeniongelesha? Now well, that very story ya Mwas ndo ina inspire our episode today. It's called the money effect. Okay, we are going to do an in-depth look into that very situation. Sawa. Number one, of course, it has come, imekuwa very common that nowadays you can approach a lady and she tells you, you're really nice but I can't date you because you don't have money. It's no longer a thing of whether is it good or bad. It's actually a reality. Okay, so I did my research on that very thing, and I realized there are two major reasons why ladies might consider a guy with some money as opposed to a guy without. One of the reasons is, and this one you will all agree with me, ati pesa ya mwanaume ni tamu. That's what they say, okay? But if we were to decode that very statement, it's simply a matter of you like kukula pesa yenye hujafanyia kazi, okay? And I said it's not a matter of is it good or bad. It's actually a reality. So majorly it's not because it's money from a man. It's actually because it's money that you didn't work for. It's the same even with men. I'll give you an example. Like I have friends. Some of them are female. Wait. Most of my female love food. Most. I want to see one who doesn't. Okay, most of them, and it's a good thing. So let's say maybe you love a milkshake or something, and you all of a sudden get a guy who can provide that for you. It's inakuwa tamu mara mbili because you didn't feel the pinch of paying for it, and of course the milkshake itself, it's sweet. Okay, so that's the whole concept here. Pesa ya mwanaume ni tamu, and it's a good thing. I'm not even fighting it. But the downside to that, according to my research, the downside to that, you love the money, not the provider. So the whole idea here is that you're no longer interested in whoever is giving the money. The whole thing is that are they giving the money? So what happens? It gets complicated. That you almost develop love as a result of what whoever it is can give you. So less consideration is put on the person. More of it is into what they can give you. That does not stop you from getting a number of them. So you lose the traction. Yeah, I can love this one. No, it's I can love anyone who can give me their money. That's the one thing that comes with that very reason. Yeah, I cannot date a man without money because pesa ya mwanaume ni tamu. That's the first one. And that's why they are saying pesa ya mwanaume, not specifically a certain one, but the second reason ni financial stability. You realize The way mademu kwa wired ni ati unaweza kutana piga hesabu ya life yake in like the next 3, 4, 5 years. Like they have a plan, you know. That's why most of them, or some of them will even tell you, I know when I'll have my first kid, my second kid, even before finding the father. Sawa tu. Moving on swiftly. So what happens, you find this lady living in their future. So they are like, I need a man with some money so that my kids don't have to suffer, you know, that my kids, or rather our kids, don't have to go to the local public schools, don't have to use matatus and everything. But now you realize the downside to that is that you eliminate yourself from the equation, because you don't live in your future, you live in your present. But if it's all about your future, then you don't mind whatever happens in your present. And that's why you'll find yourself in a very toxic relationships, because you're not into now, you are into what they can give you when the kids come, when you will need the money. Now you're downgrading yourself in a way, because as long as you're surviving today, you have the potential to make that future a reality for your kids without necessarily using this guy as the plan. But as I said, it's not a matter of is it good or bad, it's a reality. Sawa? So on that one, the downside ni unaweza olewa ndio, the guy has the money. But what changes in you is that you don't want the guy now. You need the guy. I'm not kidding. Okay? So even if he brings other women into the relationship, even if he's abusive, you don't go because you didn't want him in the first place. You needed him for your plan to work. It's a very dangerous way of looking at it. Now, for all fairness, I need to also focus on the money effect to men, you know? Well. The good thing with the ladies, most of them can agree what an ideal man is. With men, we don't have a standard. But with women, there was a time it used to be tall, dark, and handsome. I am made to know that syllabus changes every day. Almost every day. Right now, utapenda kamtoto ka mtu, and then they go, I don't know. You're really tall, you're dark, and you're handsome, but I prefer wanaume wako na dreadi. Now, you grow the hair, sindio? Unaweka dreadi. The next time you approach her, she goes, I don't know, I'm into neat men. You know, neat men. Like, umeshave tu vizuri, you know, you're kept, umejieka poa. I kind of like that. You change that, you go to the next thing. I love wanaume wako na beard. Lakini, si beard, you know, like beard. You get that. Syllabus ina change tena. Mimi, na prefer wanaume wako na muscles. But see muscles, you know, like muscles. You get it. Alafu, napenda wanaume humble. But si ati, you know, si ati, what are you describing? Alafu wako all over saying, why can't men understand women? We can't. You're complicating the whole thing. Anyway, I digress. Moving on swiftly. So, one thing that has remained a constant is that you approach them and they'll tell you they prefer you having money. Having money won't change. That one will remain a constant. So, if you approach a lady and she tells you, I would have dated you if you had the money. What? And especially, I'm talking about the young men. What they hear is that I have a price tag, and if you don't have it, you can't have me. So what happens to their mind? They develop anger, because now they really wanted you. They can't have you because they don't have the money. Okay? And maybe it's not even their fault. Maybe you're even age mate. So how was I supposed to make money? Like, I don't have the advantage of time. Forget about that. So the anger forces them to live alone. So what they will do, they just focus on making the money, and they isolate themselves from all the women in their lives. So they're just alone, focused on making the money. The truth is, and this is I don't know, it's a fact or something, that if you truly focus on making money, you actually make the money. That's not the problem. The downside becomes on what you become in this duration of time that you are avoiding them and making sure you get the money. So this time, what happens is you train your mind to know that if you need a girl, you need to get the money. But another thing happens, that if you get the money, you not only get one, but you can get several. I mean, you can give them the money. So you do not grow into a person who can use this money to love the lady who said no to you. You develop into a guy who can get this money to get that lady and the next lady and her friend and her friend and her friend. It's the money effect number one on men. The second one, over the weekend I was watching some podcast and it was about divorce. Well, why should I be watching podcast about divorce yet I don't even have? Okay, achana na hiyo, cheza chini. I mean, why not? It's content and it's good content, you know. So the one word that kept repeating itself the whole time is gold diggers. That most men will come to the office and say, I want to divorce her because she is a gold digger. Now, so why should men know that there are gold diggers out there and still go ahead and have them? Give you a scenario. Let's say as a man, most of the time, you kind of know your value, as per the say of women. So what that means is that when you look a certain way, you kind of know the kind of ladies you can get, and that's why most cute guys are single, because they think that because I look like this, I should get a lady who looks like this, and it doesn't work that way. And it's the same with ladies. Maybe you think because I look like this, my man should look like this. That's not the case most of the time. So in this particular case, this guy does not look like this, but amepata dem mwenye anakaa hivi. At the back of your mind as a man, you must be brutal enough to tell yourself that in as much as I am good at convincing ladies to love me, some of this conviction must be coming from my money. It is no brainer. I know. I mean, if you are telling her I love you and she was laughing the whole time, she was smiling the whole time, she was telling you, oh my God, you're so funny, blah, blah, blah. You have to believe in your mind that when you are saying I love you, she was hearing, I can actually deposit $2 million in your account. That's very, very funny to a lady. So you have to agree that chini ya maji, in as much as she's here for you, she is also here for your money. But why is it that these billionaires don't at the moment notice and go, hey, no. What happens is, and this is going to be an eye-opener to most men, just by the fact that a lady is born pretty, that by itself is value. It is something so strange to men because it doesn't matter how you look. If you don't build your own value, you have no value. But for ladies, just being born pretty gives her the value. And that's why when you buy your car, you will need a very pretty lady next to you on the passenger seat. It has two effects. One of them, it's the ego, You want to prove to yourself that I worked hard and I got the best. The next one is validation. When you have the prettiest one among your gang, somehow all the men go, you the boss, you the boss, you got this one, oh wow, you are the boss. So that's kind of the money effect on men. I gave 2 on ladies and I gave 2 on men. That has been a very good episode. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe, okay? And please comment, okay? I know most of you are coming to my inbox and telling me, hey Kim. It's okay, I love it. You're my friends and I appreciate. But also you can drop it up in the comment section so that we help this thing grow. Thank you very much for watching. Please take care of yourself. Stay healthy. Drink water. I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.